from the gun. The give, looking for room. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, for some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the lone running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Got it in the middle. It's Platt. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking for a man. It's Green. Quick completion on the out route. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Under fire. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback making adjustments. The give is to Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's White. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The run to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Scanning the field, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, no! Precision
pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Green. Finds his man, it's Clapp. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. On target to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just keep slinging it. Pulls it in. It's Brown. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The running back has it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Skips away from pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! If you're able to move the ball in a drive... that. The most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And here he comes out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The pitch to the left. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. They'll go to the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
The Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Motion from the wideout. They just keep firing. using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll immediately call timeout.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Anthony. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Green. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. He lofts one down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Razorbacks. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Boise State is just getting blown off the field right now on that Smurf turf. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 24 to Missouri. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the Noles can really attack on this second and short. Handoff to the single back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab, it's White. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Give to the running back.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Last 42, Spider. 4-2, Spider. Gaucho.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Taking it the other way. Past the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting to drive with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. If that's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed, they have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Green. That's caught, it's Blake. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in.
Flying out to the left. The 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the punishment has been extended.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was...
Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Great offenses find a way to feature their playmakers. How about the creativity by the offense? Using the speedster, the wide receiver as the pitch man, and he kicks it into high gear and makes the huge, long touchdown run for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by a field goal over Ohio. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Crosses the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Oh, it's a reverse. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them. They're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here. You know, wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to hand them the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great gain, but definitely a good job of getting the wide receiver involved in the run game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.